morning, good afternoon, you can call it. My name is Kareem Young. I want to say thank you for coming to class today on Friday, Halloween, to watch my presentation. My presentation is obviously on South Korea. A little bit about South Korea. It was originally controlled by the Japanese Joseon dynasty. It was liberated in 1945, August 15th. And after being liberated, Korea was divided along the 30th parallel, which is obviously North Korea and South Korea now. And on May 10, 1948, Dr. Ray Shingman was elected as the first president of South Korea. And in 1950, North Korea attempted to forcibly reunite South Korea by invading them. And unfortunately, the war lasted for 3 years and ended in July 27, 1953, when a treaty was signed. And also during this war, the countries that were involved were also Japan, China, and also the United States, which is a knock-on characteristic because we're involved in every type of war there is. This is the first female president in South Korea, and I believe she is also the 18th president. And her father was also the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and 8th president because they can be nominated multiple times. A little bit about their sports structure. Football, which is their most popular spectator sport, which is obviously soccer to us. Taekwondo was the first sport that originated in Korea, and because of that, they oversee the Olympic Committee. The WTF World Taekwondo Foundation is in Korea. They oversee the Olympic Games with Taekwondo is involved. It was first on display in the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Other popular sports in Korea include Saresong, which is a type of wrestling where two people hold basically a towel, a sapta, that's what they call it, and basically whoever gets the towel out of your hand comes out with a towel in their hand and wins the wrestling match. Golf, kite flying, sailing, diving, and other water sports. South Korea also enjoys hiking the mountain countryside because all of South Korea is basically mountain anyways. Politically, the government is called the Republic of Korea. The president serves for 5 terms. They joined the United Nations in 1991. They maintain diplomatic relations with 170 countries. That's mainly because they don't have too many natural resources, so they have to keep strong foreign relationships to gain imports. They created the Asia Pacific Economic Corporation. They've hosted the 1988 Summer Olympics, the 2002 World Cup soccer tournament, and they hosted the 2002 Second Ministerial Conference of the Community of Democracies. Economically, they demonstrated incredible economic growth within the past 4 years. They're currently the world's 12th largest economy. Promotional imports of technology and raw materials help the country to flourish. It earns most of their income from exports, like I said before. But in 2012 and 2013, they experienced some downfall because of what happened in the United States, China, and also I want to say Japan, I believe, because those foreign countries are experiencing downfalls too. So since they rely on foreign countries for their needs, they suffer from that too. Kind of basically like a chain reaction. Socially, has a well-educated, technically qualified labor force, one of the highest literacy rates in the world. Over 97% of the labor force has either a college degree of some type or vocational training, which I thought was pretty impressive. That's really unheard of. Low fertility rate, which is becoming a problem because they increasing the Asian population. The number of arrests have fallen due to the new outlook on human rights. Basically, before cops and the judiciary system imposed their will on the community and attacked everyone and didn't really care about much. Technologically, one of the most advanced countries in the world. They have created policies to encourage foreign firms to locate their research centers in North Korea. They created a thing called an economic free zone. Well, basically, like if you're in that zone, you don't have to pay taxes, which I'm about to provide tax breaks and financial support to foreign firms. They get basically like a tax reduction. They increases in research firms built because obviously who want to go there? they're not taxing them as much, and it's cheaper to build your products in Korea. Legally, the judiciary system is based on U.S. and German court systems. Constitutional court that keeps checks and balance all over on all government decisions and lawmaking. Judges of the court are appointed by the president and parliament, and also they're one of the countries that's one of the few countries that's developed that doesn't use a jury during their trials. Judges and prosecutors tend to quit because of they don't get an increase over a 10-year span, so basically they're at the same salary over that time period. I don't blame them for quitting personally. I would too, and start my own practice. Environmental issues has high emission levels. They implemented a telemonitor system to report basically the amount of emission discharge that's being produced. Has concentrated on purifying the 4 major rivers because water pollution is a big issue over there. 80% of South Korea is covered by mountains, which makes it hard for farming and agriculture. Like I said before, that's why they depend a lot on foreign imports. And because of the mountain ranges, they have few natural resources. And in conclusion, they're a well-diversified and well-developed nation, advanced technologically, very economically stable, and very stable when it comes to handling crime. And also, even though South Korea is a relatively small country, it would be a great choice as a country hosts a major event. The country is a great center of economic activity, culture, and arts, which creates room for international opportunities. And over the years, South Korea has hosted the 1988 Seoul Olympics, as I said before, and the World Cup. And recently, Korean drama, movies, and music are attracting more audiences from all over foreign countries. This new found popular has been called the Korean Wave. And also in 2010, Korea was the first Asian country to host a G20, which is basically like a meeting of finance ministers and central bank governors in Asia. And they also hosted a nuclear summit committee, and that's why I think it would be a great country to host Olympics, because if they can handle a neutral security summit, they can obviously handle Olympics. And that's my presentation. Any questions?
Okay, question.